meeting to order. If you would join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alrighty, we have a fairly quick agenda tonight because we'll be doing executive session after. So let's get to it. We have departmental reports to accept. Has everybody had a chance to read them?
I have.
Anybody have a discussion about them?
I don't.
No.
All right, I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion that we accept the department reports.
I'll second Rick's motion.
All right, and since there is no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Martin, maintenance warrants.
Yes, you have 3 warrants. Warrant number 17 dated 9/10/2021 in the amount of $288,788.21. That is a bill paying warrant. You have warrant number 18 dated 9/17/2021 in the amount of $429,749.56. That is a payroll warrant. And you have warrant number 19 dated 9/17/2021 in the amount of $164,094.22. And that is the maintenance warrant that goes along with the payroll warrant.
I'll make a motion to accept warrant number 17, number 18, and number 19.
Is there a second?
I second.
Is there any discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Let's just take a second, get those signed off, and then we'll move to our old business. Unless you
I have a
anything
couple
for
of
us.
topics to talk about before I do the appointments. That's
All
okay.
right then. What would you like to talk about?
First item is I received a phone call from Jim Petrus today. Last year, the Lions had done where they went to Dressel's and they cut up lumber,
Yep.
cordwood for people that people could come and pick up. They'd like to do it again this year.
Perfect.
The date they're looking at is Saturday, November 20th. It will be at Dressel's. And they will be there cutting the wood between like 8 and 11. We had scheduled pickup, people being able to come and pick up the cut cordwood from 11 to 2.
I think that's absolutely
And
perfect.
again, they would like David to see if we could drop some of the trees that were taken down as part of our tree project out
Right there, so they
for
can-
them to be able to cut it up on site.
Was there any issues with traffic on 202 last time?
No. We asked him to check with the police chief
Yep.
last year, and I didn't hear anything that there was any issues. I think it's that they come slow enough that there was no concerns over traffic and backing up and things like that.
Why don't we just let's just connect with the police chief, especially the police chief this year.
Okay.
Just connect them again as to, it's something that could create a problem for too. So, not to say it will, but let's just connect so that they're aware of it.
Yep, no, that's fine.
Where do they do it, Chris? Right in the field right next to them? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That should
I think it's an absolutely wonderful thing.
be there with my pickup truck.
Is David still in the process of dropping trees, or are we gonna have to move trees?
Yes, we'll be starting up again because now it's the fall time and a lot of the construction work is getting over and done with. So he will be bringing them in and tree crews in and starting to continue on with
Okay.
that project. So
Perfect. Do you need a motion from us to allow it?
no, I just told Jim that I would mention it to you, and he'll get back to me probably in a couple of days, and I'll just relay your concerns that he should touch base with the police chief to make sure that there's no concerns on his part.
Perfect.
Okay. Next item I have is on an annual basis, We have to apply for what's called the MS4 general permit with the EPA. I have that permit application here. It needs to be signed by the chair of the board. And David has completed it all. He has put in everything that is required in order to submit it. And we will just need a vote authorizing the chair to be able to sign the report on behalf of the town. And the MS4 permit has to do with stormwater.
It's the
and all that
stormwater
stuff.
one?
Yes.
But we did that yeah, okay, I remember that from last year.
Yeah, we have to do it on an annual basis.
Yes, that is the annual, but I remember us, I didn't remember the MS4 part.
You want a motion?
Yes, we need a motion, if you'd like me to be able to sign it.
Make a motion that we allow the chairman to sign on behalf of the town of Granby. For the MS4. is it G-
MS4 general permit.
General permit.
I'll second Rick's motion.
Is there any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
What's that?
3 ayes.
Ready for the appointments?
Ready for the appointments.
All right, we have quite a few appointments here. We had missed some of them in our annual appointments back in July. And then we have some new ones also that we'll be doing. So I'm going to start the list. First one is Brenda Wishart to the Almers Whiting Street Fund. Ending up for a period ending June 30th, 2022. Robert Chauvin Jr. to the Personnel Board for the term ending June 30th, 2024. Elizabeth Laguerre to the Local Cultural Council, term ending June 30th, 2022. Angeli Marie Mercado Santana to the Local Cultural Council, term ending June 30th, 2022. Elton Braithwaite to the Local Cultural Council, term ending June 30th, 2022. Melissa Rickson to the Local Cultural Council, term ending June 30th, 2022. Mariah Primakov, a call firefighter EMT-P to the Fire Department for a term ending June 30th, 2022. Brady Williams as a call firefighter for the Fire Department, term ending June 30th, 2022. Joseph Bassett, a EMT basic for the term ending June 30th, 2022. Jessica Zaluki as an EMT paramedic for the term ending June 30th, 2022. Robert Libizuski as a call firefighter for a term ending June 30th, 2022. Janet Montemagni to the Council of Aging Board of Directors, term ending June 30th, 2024. Eleanor White to the Council on Aging Board of Directors, term ending June 30th, 2024. Mark Bale as a Commissioner of Trust Funds, term ending June 30th, 2022. And David Johnson to the Cable Advisory Committee for a term ending June 30th, 2022.
How did we miss so many?
It was a long list we did, yeah.
Well, some people resigned.
Oh, since, I knew we had some openings, I didn't realize there was that many.
Your motion.
Fire the
3 firefighters all new?
Well, 2 are brand new, literally starting last week,
Okay.
and the rest have been working as an EMT for a while, 'cause we're short, so they weren't on the list. But they weren't on the
They
list.
haven't made the
So we
list.
have 2 new calls.
I have two new calls, and then
Good.
I was introducing the people that didn't get a chance to be on the list, so.
Okay. It's nice to know we have still people interested in it, 2 new people.
So would you like to introduce who you have with you?
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Would you like to introduce who you have with you?
Yes, I have, actually right here, this is Brady Williams. He's actually a new call guy.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And this is Maria Cronenkamp. She's a basic EMT, also trained to be fired. At first she came for us as an EMT, and then she showed a few things for fire. She got very interested, and she actually started basic 2 weeks ago. And then she wants to go to the academy come spring.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Thank you to both of you.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's nice to have you.
And Grady here
Part
rises
of
to
it.
a challenge, so we're good.
Because Jessica wanted to be here, but she's working. Joe wanted to be here, he's in class. And then Robert wanted to be here, and he's working, so.
Well, we thank you guys for taking the time to come down and welcome. We're very glad to have you.
Absolutely.
All right, so I will entertain a motion.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept and approve.
You affirm.
We affirm.
Affirm, sorry. Affirm the appointment of, I don't have a list in front of me, I was trying to get it on my email.
As read by Chris Martin.
The appointments as read by Chris Martin.
I'll second the motion.
Is there any further discussion?
Nope.
Hearing none?
All
Oh,
the,
you have one.
yeah, all the people have been contacted in regards to being part of the, whether on a board or a committee, and accepted already, or?
David Johnson actually came in and asked to be put on the cable advisory committee. Mark Bale is replacing his father, Al Bale. I talked to Mark actually on Monday night at the town meeting.
Okay.
So, as far as I know, for the council of aging board of directors, they have already been contacted and were willing to be appointed. Local cultural council, those all came from the chair, Elizabeth Laguerre. Okay, and Robert Chauvin did go to one personal board meeting. He seemed to enjoy it, so I think he's willing to continue. And Brenda Wishart, I believe, was interested in being on the Alder.
Yep. Just a notation that they all need to be sworn in as well.
Yes.
Kathy, Regan. I'm all set.
You're all set then? Any further discussion after that? All right, in that case, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, do you have anything else before we go into executive session?
No, ma'am.
Oh, Kathy does.
Yeah, I thought we were discussing the lieutenants.
Are we doing that tonight?
Do we want to do it tonight, or do we
I
want to
can.
do it?
I'm ready for that conversation.
At the last meeting, remember, Micheline submitted 3 names to
What was
be,
that the last meeting?
I thought you were there.
He left.
All right.
He didn't like us
Okay.
anymore.
That's right, yeah, you remember that was brought up.
At the last meeting, Micheline had submitted a request to the board, a request for promotion. We have 3 members who have stepped up, provided great leadership, and the desire to improve themselves as acting lieutenants. With the continued training in-house and online, they have fulfilled the current level requirements for the position of lieutenant. I am requesting the following acting lieutenants be promoted to lieutenants: Nathaniel Massey, Valerie Stein, and Raymond Warren. And the reason she was bringing it to the board, because when you appointed her as interim, the board had made it a stipulation that she is not to promote without bringing forward to the Board of Selectmen for approval.
Like I do, as you started talking about it, I remember when I watched it, I remember someone coming back to me. I watched the tape of the meeting. I guess I would imagine there is a need for them, because you wouldn't have brought them forward if there wasn't.
That's exactly why I did it. The need was there, they completed everything, and they stepped up beyond and doing coverage and improving every time, to the point like, yeah, they should be put in that position, and because they earned it, they keep improving. I can't say enough, and I'm so short officers that I thought it was very good. And I had an officers meeting, we all discussed it as well, knowing that this should be done this way. So it wasn't just me, it was actually a department officer meeting, and we all discussed this.
How long were they acting for?
They did it when Bob
Sure,
Chilinsky was there, so a few months before.
I would say at least 3 months.
Yeah.
At least 3 months they've been acting.
Yeah, and I sat with Chief Turgeon today because I had some questions about that, and the way she explained it to me was very helpful. So I don't know if you want to do that explanation over again?
Of the need or I've talked so many things, I didn't know what you wanted to focus on, sorry.
Yes, so the need, how the coverage is working.
Oh, right now we have an officer for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, without including these acting. And that's what I have for officers. And once they got some more time under their belt, and we always have a leader with them, so if they had questions, they always had a senior officer they can call and ask if there's any questions, but they've actually responded to enough calls where they're actually pretty comfortable now that they're actually running on their own, and then with the training they receive, so now I have coverage Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Val takes, because she has a rotating schedule, so she takes when it's available. And yeah, so I just need to get some weekend coverage, but that's how short I am. And then some of the guys will just grab a weekend for coverage.
And they understand that that's part of the coverage is being on the weekends, as a lieutenant, as a supervisor?
Oh, yes. Acting Lieutenant Massey has covered a lot. He's like, I'm new, I got to cover. And then, like I said, Val picks up when she can, and then Ray will pick up as well.
Again, if you feel there's a need, then that would support that, absolutely. Like, how many lieutenants now, Chief?
Before them, I had 4.
4, and so that was 3.
And then I had one step back for a little while, and then so now I'm back to 6. And then I have a 2-day staff.
Okay.
And these new lieutenants, if they're appointed, will work in all 3 shifts somewhere along the line?
I'm sorry, I did not hear you.
Are they gonna be working different shifts?
No,
8 to 4, 4 to midnight, midnight to 8, something
No, it's
like
always
that?
6 to 6. Every shift
6 to
runs
6,
either 6
okay.
at night to 6 in the morning, or 6 in the morning, 6 at night. That's usually how our shift runs all the time. Because we usually have officer coverage until 6, and then they take over from 6 to 6, which works great because they also have other jobs. So it gives them time to come home, change, or get ready, and then take over the night shift.
Got it, okay.
They're not our full-time,
They're what?
they're not our full-time crew.
They're not the full-time?
They're not our day shift.
Yeah, they're on-call people, correct?
Correct.
And if we appoint these people, it's great for the morale, you think?
Oh, definitely. I've actually seen changes in my senior officers as well, though, because of this and the excitement and everything else. And I have some that just all of a sudden know they don't know coverage, they'll just show up anyways to help them out. So I think it's a great boost for everybody in the department.
Okay, good, great.
And I wouldn't expect you to know this off the top of your head, either, Chief. Time-wise, how long have you been with the department?
One is over 20 years, one is 10 years, and then one's about 3 years. So they're not like brand new coming out of the gate.
No, it's good.
They had to go through a whole interviewing process with us as well before they even got active. They had to go through interviewing, do a presentation to see how they are when they present. There's more than 1 people that applied, and these are the 3 that made it out to there's a whole process.
No, we had the former chief that At that time, it's promoted to acting lieutenants. I think you see the value in them to make them permanent chiefs, so that's good.
The only question I have is that we decided as a board that we would will this hamstring the future chief if we do this? I mean, we said we didn't want to put anybody on unless there's a need, and it sounds like there's a need, but
Well,
that's the only issue I have.
it does sound like there's a need. That's
Yeah,
one of the
but
questions.
it's,
I don't think it'll,
And it's-
I understand your question, I don't think it'll hinder that, because these three want it. And if the other, it was open to everybody, and there was only 4 people that applied.
yeah,
And these 3 were chosen, and I'm assuming it's not gonna change even within 6 months if more, like, would have been a difference.
are the town residents also?
Yes,
Excellent.
well, except for one,
Okay,
but he lives right at the border.
okay. No, I think I know who it is.
Okay.
I think, like I said, they're acting before, just to make them permanent. And again, the chief sees the need for them in the supervisory ranks and structure. That's something they need to continue. And to me, it's the call service force, so it's not a full-time position.
Mm.
So, to me, that's a little different.
Yeah, I agree with that. If we were looking at full-times right now, I think we would have a different
It's not
perspective.
committing us to actual, in a roundabout way, a financial piece.
I appreciate that, but I just wanted to bring up what we talked about.
No,
So, and
absolutely.
I understand, I like the input.
Absolutely, Rick, no.
Is that it for discussion?
Yes.
All right, I will entertain a motion.
I would like to make a motion that we accept the acting chief's proposal, that we appoint the 3 lieutenants. And I don't remember their names though.
Nathaniel Massey,
Nathaniel Massey,
Valerie Stein,
Valerie Stein,
and Raymond Warren.
and Raymond Moore.
And I'll second Rick's motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing
Yeah.
none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You've got your 3 lieutenants, chief.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tell them the good news.
Yes.
All right, do we have anything further? Going once, going twice. All righty, in that case, we are going to be entering into executive session under Mass General Law 30A-21-A-2 to discuss strategy sessions in preparation for negotiations with non-union personnel or to conduct collective bargaining sessions or contract negotiations with non-union personnel. We will come out only to adjourn. So I will take a roll call vote. Silva, aye.
Bowler, aye.
Sexton, aye.